Welcome to the Educated Apes podcast. You're here with Batch and Ches in
Yo,
2018.
It's finally there. How many years have we been going now? This is like third, fourth year.
I don't know.
We started in 15.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
When did the Educated Apes
February
start?
16.
That's when we decided that we thought we'd be,
Really cool.
good on a mic, recording in the conservatory in my house.
Yeah. So I'd love to know. Like, are we into our third year? I think we've got to be into our third year.
Yeah, it's got to be third, hasn't it?
It could be our fourth. Man.
I'll have a look now whilst we speak. How is your new year? Happy New Year, everyone, all the listeners. I hope you had a great Christmas also.
It was real standard New Year stuff. Where were you?
Standard New Year. We went down south to visit her family, and then we came back.
That's New Year's Eve.
Not much. We were both ill. Well, she was ill. I was recovering from illness. I was going to go to White Lion to meet everyone, and then I felt a bit harsh on her because she's
just leave her in on you.
She's with child and that, and she'd have to have come and pick me up. So I was like,
these bloody pregnant ladies, they get everything, don't they?
oh, I'm too nice, aren't I?
Mm.
But I don't know. I'm not too big on New Year anymore, I don't think.
No, do you know what though? That I hate New Year normally. It's one of the best New Years we've had in ages.
Where did you go?
Just went to Lion.
Oh, nice one.
Because it was just busy. It was busy enough that it was a good atmosphere, and it weren't. You know when it's full of dickheads all just crammed together at a pub.
Yeah.
It weren't like that. So it was just bang on. They put on a free buffet for everyone. It was free to get in. The drinks were the same price as they were all year.
No queues at the bar.
No queues at the bar, and we had our own big table. So it was everything you want from New Year.
I heard you reserved the table, and then you were worried because it had just.
No. We reserved the table, and then I was driving to the pub, leaving the whip at the car park.
The whip, yeah. It's the same whip you arrived in today.
No, not a family whip, not the mum's whip. So I drove to the pub, and we got to someone's house beforehand, and they were all drinking. Nobody wanted to leave on time, even though everyone was ready, and proceeded to just waste loads and loads of time and then left 20 minutes after the table was reserved for, and then wondered why a table had got given away.
Yeah.
Shocking development. So I don't know what. So we ended up lucky as someone walked in, a guy was leaving, and he jumped on his table and then grabbed all of the tables around it that were like just for two people and just made a super table.
So New Year
just took over half the pub.
Was decent.
Yeah, it was good for once. Can't complain. No dramas with New Year.
No. You get everything you wanted for Christmas. Father Christmas spoil you.
Yeah. Got everything we needed.
Your dad thought, yeah, we've really spoken about this.
Christmas, like
I got umpteen amount of socks, which I was actually like more pleased about.
I got a shitload of underwear.
Yeah.
I got some aftershave and just bits and bobs. A new hairdryer. I need to do a new hairdryer.
Them bad boys.
They just look like the bottom of your shoe.
What?
Look at the camera.
Oh right, no, you. Yeah.
Oh right,
slippers. I've been asking for slippers for I don't know about 2 months. I was thinking I could buy slippers.
Do you know what that is now?
I could buy slippers. I was like, I'll go out and I'll just buy some bog standard slippers. Yeah.
Just because you've got to be a dad.
Oh right.
So you've got slippers. And then now you're getting used to slippers.
You need a pipe.
And then before you know it, you'll take your kids to the shop in slippers, and just to embarrass your kids.
Oh,
that'll be it. And now you're a dad. That's the sort of shit you'll be ready for.
You know when you come out of the hospital, she's holding child, and you're off to the car, and you pay for parking. There's someone at the door that gives you like a book of dad jokes and is like,
you just have to.
You're one of us.
There's one of us.
You can now just like you're permitted to just say the most
really bad jokes and get annoyed at anything.
Yeah.
Like the more you're allowed to just get annoyed at nothing once you're a dad. Just lose your shit, storm out of rooms, and go hide in your shed.
We also attended a family wedding
over the Christmas period.
Yeah, well, 2 weddings over the Christmas period.
What's wrong with these people?
Craig.
What
One on the
percentage
28th.
steal people's thunder?
One on the 28th and one on the 30th. So
They are clever though in a way because it's probably the cheapest time to book a wedding.
Yeah,
Everyone's already off work, so they've got none of that bullshit. I need to book linen calf excuses.
Yeah. But one was like a youngish couple, but I've been a fair few older couple weddings, and I'm thinking like these days now it must just be more socially acceptable for someone to be a bit older and then just get remarried or get married at a later age. I don't know.
Why?
But, no, because I didn't realise. I don't know. When I was younger, maybe I just wasn't in the wedding scene or wasn't paying attention. But I never thought so many older people got married. It was just people closer to us that are older are just, started getting on one knee.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just because now you're 30, nearly 30.
Whoa. You're nearly 30. I'm closer to 25.
I've got 2 years.
2 years to go. God, that's got to be depressing.
I know.
How do you not hang
yourself? Some of the
yourself?
lads have got a year to go, and that's better.
How do you not hang yourself?
just have to
Get through
It's
every
2
day.
full years though, because my birthday's in November. So.
I love when you're with like a group of people and you're all sort of young, and then there's a couple older ones, and you sort of talking about, I never want to be 30, and then there's like a 40-year-old in the corner or something like.
But that's what I mean. So
Sorry,
the closer you get to 30, the more you know older people. So the more you're going to see older people getting married.
Yeah, maybe true that.
And that's what I'd assume.
But the one we went in Southampton was this like massive, swanky fucking hotel, like right on the dock, and the hotel came out. It looked like a boat. So like it came out into the harbour, and then it was shaped like a boat, and then they had like the main front room that was like a panoramic window. It was ridiculous.
Like the Titanic.
No, it was tiny, like smaller than the Titanic. I don't mean like a Premier Inn. I mean like it was just that bog standard hotel. It was a nice venue. It was great. And you start clocking this stuff. I think once you like, I'm not getting married. Don't plan on getting one knee anytime soon. And
you will do, mate.
But some people around us,
that kid and your missus haven't got the same name, second name. That's it. There.
That's not bond.
No, that's a time bond. That's what happens when it goes to school. That's what she'll be saying. What happens when it goes to nursery and people say, "Why is your mum and daddy not got the same name?" Well, that'll be it then, and then you're in. That's it. You've got locked out. As is the same. You're all fucked.
Well, I just like instill in my kid like this whole spiel about how marriage is bullshit and there's no.
No, it doesn't matter.
Marriage is just a bit of paper.
I know, but that's it now. You're locked
It's
down.
the government.
Locked down.
Do you like that argument of it? It's the government. They just want to know
what
what you're doing.
They want to know who you're with.
Got a mortgage. We live in the same house. As far as I'm concerned.
That's what will matter.
Yeah.
You haven't got no damn rings. You ain't flaunting the fact that you're tied down to one woman on a finger. That is not good, acceptable.
How do you mean?
Because if you had a ring on and you're flaunting that shit, aren't you? Basically, that's like a marriage. That's like a status update on Facebook when you get in a relationship. Facebook official.
Yeah.
That's one step further. You're full body official once you've got that wedding ring on. Women want that shit.
Do you have to be grown up and stuff?
Well, that's going to hit you soon as well.
What?
Like the fact that you've got to be a grown up when you start having to change bottles at 3 in the morning and piss about the nappies.
Not about that, mate.
That's all coming, mate. That's all coming. Can we congratulate Az, by the way, talking this adult shit?
Yeah.
Because Az has had his baby now. So for the regular listeners that knew Az was expecting a baby, he's now got a baby. Little Ezra Gray. So congratulations to Az. He's back on the show next week, I think.
You think he'll be back?
Oh, well, I'm going to replace him with Ezra because baby gargles are probably just as much sense as a lot of shit he comes out with. So I'm going to put transfer request in with Mist. Swap them out.
Yeah, we want the younger model.
Yeah.
I think, people want to know.
Younger, more athletic. Gray.
Yeah, he's got to be taller by now, hasn't he?
He's got a bit. I mean, he come out, mate. He was older than him and he looked half his size. They
What,
grow
right?
quick, don't they, then babies?
Not many people are going to know Aaron through like social media or whatever that listen to this.
Yeah.
But what's with this topless shit? Is that
I
just
commented on it through that page.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. What?
Every single time he's had a picture of that damn baby, so topless.
Is that like I know they say the skin to skin thing, like once you've had a child.
You have to bond with them.
No, but like the mother skin-to-skin contact between the mother and the baby is like crucial, like straight away or something.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't bloody know.
No.
I'm not even expecting one. You should know more of this.
I don't know. I think don't you go to some sort of school or something?
I don't know what happens,
Do
mate.
you
I
know
think they
if
just thrust the baby on you. You just have to work it out. That's how
I'm waiting to go like, right, here's your date to go learn to be a dad or to be a parent. I don't.
It's weird, mate, right? Because like the older you get, a few years ago, holding babies, like little ones, you know, until they were about 6 months old, freaked me out.
Yeah.
With the floppy heads and all that shit.
Yeah.
And the other week, Shireen just shoved a baby at me. Oh, it's her cousin's little one.
Yeah.
And we're babysitting, and she's only, what is she now? She could only be 3-4 months old. So still got the floppy head syndrome and all that shit. Just shoved it at me, and she's like, I need to sort out a bottle. No. Just give me a baby.
Right.
And normally, I'd have freaked out.
Yeah.
But because it was just thrust upon me in like a dramatic way, in my head it was dramatic, it was probably really nice.
Right.
But
yeah.
I just found that I instantly sort of had an idea of what to do. And I think it's like, you know, when you have a kid, because obviously I've not had one. But I think when you sort of have one, you just sort of get it straight away on a bigger scale than what I've just said, obviously. But you know what I mean?
It's just dropped in your arms.
Because it's just dropped on you and you're like, oh shit, we have to look after this. So you're going to figure it out pretty sharpish.
Yeah.
Because it's life and death, innit? It's not like, don't know, algebra where you have to figure it out pretty sharpish. You know what I mean?
It's more like it's weird because I think we had a little bit right. Don't jump down my throat. We've had a dog. We've had a little bit of practice.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, mate. I agree with you.
So I think like this is not the next logical step. I mean, maybe you would go, I don't know, donkey, horse, then elephant,
and then maybe consider a human if all of them were alive still. Tamagotchi. All of that shit first.
I think you have to start at Tamagotchi. I think you get that like in the 1990s or whatever, and then
you just carry on.
Yeah, you're just given that like, I don't know. There's defo. We went for our 20-week scan, and there was the classic, and I don't want to say this word because I think it's a bit harsh, but the Chavesque type couple, where the guy came in with like his socks tucked up, and the woman was. I mean, she might have just got out of bed. I don't know. She might have been on
pajamas.
She was in pajamas, yeah.
Oh,
maybe she was comfier. I don't know. Pregnant women, like, they seem to push a lot of ideologies of, like, I need this and that.
Well, do you know what they've done?
Yeah.
It's years of people telling that when you're pregnant, you just make your man do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And now it's got to the point, right? Because cave women weren't doing this. There's no way, back in the day, cave woman gets pregnant and she's sending fucking Ugg out and going, I only want Sabretooth today. Do you know what I mean? He was bringing...
I've got a craving for Sabretooth.
Sabretooth and cranberries. If you can go make that happen, that'd be great. That wasn't happening, was it? Do you know what I mean?
But do you even love this baby?
Yeah, none of that shit was happening. He was coming back with whatever he killed and she was happy.
I got that the other day. I was like, yeah, but we don't even really need to, like, think about the room until like April or that because it's not coming till May.
Yeah,
like we don't need to like not April, March.
Sorry. At least.
I said March.
No.
I said March. We can just start like decorating and that, and then it'll be current and whatnot, and we can buy all the stuff then. Do you even love this baby? What?
It's just that's a bombshell, isn't it? What?
I'm imagining it's just like. Abseil from the like through the
she's hearing this.
And
I'll get it as well.
It's highly strong. I love all the questions, Also, we've got like in her family, her side, she's got a sister and then 2 cousins that are all of a similar age.
Yeah,
and one of her cousins is also pregnant, like right now, like 4 weeks difference.
Right.
So the other 2 cousin and sister, they're fellas. Oh,
They're dodging bullets.
Yeah, they are dodging.
Double bagging and all sorts.
Yeah. One of them in particular, and it's very sort of like. I mean, to be fair, one of them got married the other month, and we all looked at him and were like, "God, you fucked us all." But now me and this other guy, we've just set that time bomb off.
Set a tone now.
And I think when within a group of women, or when one like gets pregnant, it just, I don't know what it does. There's some sort of like.
It's pheromones.
Something like that. And it must just like click a little button inside of where they're like, baby.
Baby.
Like
like the fucking seagulls off Nemo. Mine. Baby.
Yeah, then you're fucked. That's it.
Yeah.
So once one of you, if you got a missus and then one of her friends, you know,
that's pregnant, you have to swerve everything.
if that baby touches her arms, the
You
buttons
fucked.
are clipped by then that's it. What do they call it?
Can we all blame Rory for this then?
They're broody, aren't they? Or something
Yeah,
like that.
broody's the word.
I think Rory, he brought that disease into the studio.
Yeah.
You're the last one.
I know.
This
Holding
is
strong.
crazy. I feel like we're
Last
gonna,
bastion
we're gonna be like
of freedom.
the educated dad, uneducated dads or something like that. We'll make like
I feel like you three could do a
a
spin-off
side
show. Yeah,
podcast.
was just you three talking about dad stories.
Bloody hell, Aaron gave me nightmares. Like I texted him say congratulations and all that of getting Ezra,
Yeah.
the half size him, and he turned around and he was like, God man, like on that he texted me something like on that day, like you're not ready for it, like all this stuff, like it is.
He's probably trying to fuck with you.
I know. I was like, shit, man, don't tell me this stuff. I don't want to.
I hope he's trying to fuck with you and he's not just fucking. He's not had a meltdown.
No,
He sounded tired when I spoke to him on the phone the other day.
Yeah, that's class. I think that there are a lot of things you can get away with when you first had a child. Like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm not coming in. I can't read these emails, these texts about like that's it. You
Yeah.
just drop. I love the idea of once the child's born, you just sort of like the man just drops shit for the next 2 weeks. It's like I gotta be on deck for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But then after that, she has to figure it out. I don't get it. You know, in like Sweden and in
the Scandinavian countries where they've got it right? Yeah.
Denmark. Guys, you can have 6 months off, and the woman gets a year off or something like that.
Genius.
And they say
They've got better pet parents.
massive proponents of the father-child bond and the father and the mother, like the family bond. And it supposedly like they do some science on it, and it makes like the men appreciate time with their kids more, and like they have less like single mothers, less blah.
I think men should be able to have a bit more time than
Can
2
we become
weeks.
like fathers for justice?
Yeah. But what I think is you should
feel
get.
like
Men should get like the 2 weeks or whatever,
Yeah.
or to fucking see your kids
Yeah.
and help the mom like get over it. And then I think they should. What's it called? Personally, should be allowed to go like part time, like a part. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't have to work as many days for a little bit.
Lucy's just sent me an emoji through my watch saying she's going to kill me.
Oh, well, I thought so. Thought as much. This is why we shouldn't go live, because you could have prepared for this.
Yeah. Could have, I don't know.
Do you want me to bar the door?
They've definitely got onto something over there.
It doesn't all matter anyway, mate, because at this rate, you won't see your kid with Facebook taking over the world.
Yeah, I wrote the title for the podcast when we were just sitting, and you were noticing all the little, like, I can imagine them like little vines like grappling around our lives.
They go,
when I
mate, it's
cycle
fucking mad.
through all these Facebook. I don't think people use Facebook on their computer too much, or like enough. And then when they end up going on their computer, they look at it and they think, Jesus,
it's crazy. It's
like
everywhere.
you ate this for dinner. Do you want to? How did
Like,
it feel?
what website were you on a minute ago?
Which one?
Like, you had another page up somewhere, but like there's just weird things go on, mate. You talk about stuff and then they show up on Facebook.
What part of Facebook or what part?
No,
of...
just like in your feed. Like if you start speaking about things.
What, this? No.
Oh no, that Steve Madden shoes was like last time, wasn't it?
You shall use this computer much? Yeah, go on.
So go on Facebook.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if it's just your phone, but you know your phone always has to be turned on, the microphone, if you use Hey Siri.
Oh, right, does it?
Yeah, otherwise how does it hear you say Hey Siri?
Right, I think there's so much information to crunch that there's just, like, I've watched Snowden. I watched it on the plane. It scared me. I mean, if we can find my laptop right now, I do have a bit of blue tack across the camera.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know.
Oh,
I feel,
jeez.
yeah,
See, no, I don't. See, what I do is I like the idea of it all, but I can't be asked to implement any of the ideas to stop it.
No.
But like if you speak about things a lot, so if you just make a fucking point one day to not Google anything, but to talk about, I don't know, something really ridiculous that you wouldn't go on, right? I don't know, like nothing that you'd look at. So baby clothes, I understand why they're there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And a sander, I can see where you've got that from. As a manly tool, you've got a kid on the way.
No, that's
See what I mean? So that's why they're sponsored ads.
no, that's a VW camper. It's part of a door mechanism.
But it says hall sander.
Yeah.
Oh, sender. I thought it was a sander originally. Anyway, whatever it is, it's stuff you'd look at. What I'm saying to you is if you just make a point to talk about like grapefruits loads all day
on
or
your
something
phone.
ridiculous, your
reckon
phone, you see adverts for it and you don't, I promise you.
Nah.
Google it.
Nah.
Google it. I promise you right now it works. It's not even things...
It's not gonna happen.
Look,
This is a conspiracy
that
theory.
refuses to die because people are actually proving it. I watched a video of some woman
Yeah.
all day. Now, you can't prove that she didn't go on and type in loads of ad searches.
Search for it, yeah.
I can't prove that, but she claimed she didn't, and she was just going around talking about something stupid,
Yeah.
baby monitors or something like that, and she's not got a baby.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then she went on a Facebook screed, all on the video, scrolled through, and baby monitor advert come up.
Right. See, some guy, this Rob Goldman, he's tweeted back. He said,
Fuck Rob Goldman, he's part of the machine.
I run ad products at Facebook.
I reckon Rob Goldman's a fucking bot
He
from
said,
Russia.
He said, I run ad products at Facebook. We don't and have never used your microphone for ads. Just not true.
Not
I
sure.
don't know. Why does Facebook need your microphone?
Yeah, it asks you if you can turn it on, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. No, but that's the thing. When you sign up to like apps and shit, you're just like, yeah, accept. Scroll to the bottom, accept.
Yeah.
Click.
Telling you, mate.
I'm not a robot. 3 pictures of a lettuce. That's got a lettuce in. Is that a lettuce? I don't. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll click that one anyway. It's like roadside.
Do you know what I do as well? And I've realised that you probably shouldn't do, but I do anyway.
Yeah.
Everything I sign up for now, it gives me the option to sign up using Facebook.
Ooh.
I just click it because I can't be arsed.
Yeah.
Writing my
Probably
own
has to,
name
like,
and stuff
put an
again.
email in and all that bullshit or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I just go sign up with Facebook for everything.
See, and you poo-pooed me when I turned around and said, in the future we're gonna have like our own online profiles.
Oh, we have. Or I think we're nuts. I think it's nuts,
Yeah.
but I don't really care because it's not really affecting me.
Should we see
But I
what
just
this
find it.
2.7 thousand people have voted if Facebook is or isn't listed?
Yes, it's definitely happened.
What are we voting?
You go vote with your head.
No, it's just a coincidence.
See, no,
72% of people think that we are being listened to.
telling you, mate.
I don't know. You need a. You talk about it could be a coincidence, like
They're becoming Skynet. It's Terminator all over again. They're telling you if Amazon's owned by Google now, innit?
I don't know.
And if Google buys Facebook, we're all fucked. All of us. Look at mate, if I see anybody trying to buy Boston Dynamics, they're trying to take over the world. Have you seen the new robot
Yeah. Which one?
that does backflips?
Yeah. It's not new, but yeah. Boston Dynamics are. I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't be so happy-go-lucky loose on their social media if they were like taken over by a big corporation. I think it'd all be on lockdown.
I think.
Or they're showing us stuff that's like
10 years old.
maybe not 10.
That's
but
not.
maybe like,
That's not the new shit.
maybe like 10
That robot
months.
that does backflips can now do backflips while shooting a fucking M4,
Yeah.
like Lara Croft. I'm getting
Well, yeah.
like in the original games where you used to do a backflip and shoot people with the pistols. That's the shit it's doing. It really.
Well, I've spoke to, like this person might find it. I spoke to an adult, a person I know,
Yes.
and they work to a company that supplies certain materials to other companies, and one of them's like the MOD and
Right.
stuff like that. And they've seen a proof of like state video of a vehicle that can run through. It has like 360 camera recording, and it can within like 0.2 of a second it can identify like loads of different shapes on the cameras. So like guns, RPGs, someone throwing like a Molotov or grenade or stuff like that.
Yeah.
They can pinpoint. The camera show the video that they were they went to like a presentation at whatever when they were going to like sales pitch or something.
Yeah.
And the video that they were showing was like it like pinpointing these people. Like this camera's this like trucks going through a town, say maybe in the Middle East somewhere, full clip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the camera picks up a guy come round the corner with an AK like that, and he brandishes it. You see about half of it. He said, "You see about half the AK," and the camera straight away goes ping and point like highlights
and it shoots him.
No, it highlights it.
Yeah, it shoots him.
It highlights it, and then the next time they show them it, and it shows that it can find, detect, and
destroy,
and then eradicate the
threat.
Yeah, within all of 0.8 of a second.
Right. So, and then have you seen the thing that sorts tomatoes? Ripe tomatoes?
No.
Because this is insane, as weird as it is.
Yeah.
Just put ripe tomato sorting robot. Now, it doesn't look much.
Right.
But it's just the speed that it's doing it at. It scans them as they're coming down and makes sure that they're ripe. If it's the right one. I don't think this looks old. Like, this doesn't look like them. No.
Is it?
It hits them. No. It hits them. Like, Joe Rogan shared it.
Oh, right.
But I seen it somewhere else as well. Just put... yeah, this is it.
All right.
Look,
okay.
it hits the ripe ones.
Let's make sure everyone else can see it. Yeah.
It hits the unripe ones. But you saw how quick it was firing them down. Look at it. That's how quick they're coming.
Yeah.
And it hits the unripe ones out of the sky into above a box.
Out of the sky.
No, it does. Look at it. It's fucking madness. So imagine that with a gun. Do you know what I mean? Like, when they can make a gun fire like that, you know, like you just said about this truck.
Yeah.
Scary times, mate.
I think it's already here, isn't
it? These robots are freaking me out more and more.
Yeah.
Like, robots are really getting to me. So it's not even the AI that's freaking me out.
No.
It's the robots when they just get the robots and fucking they control them anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a robot that's more athletic than me now. That backflip robot's more athletic than me. And it can probably run longer on a battery.
All they need to do is strap a gun on there on one of these cameras, and that's they just send them in instead of, God, like when I was ill just before Christmas for about like 4 days. I went deep on documentaries, and I've caught up. I think I watched like all the bank stuff.
You probably watched Cowspiracy
all
again.
the Snowden stuff, all the Chelsea Manning stuff. Watched loads of YouTube videos on Chelsea Manning.
Yeah.
Watched loads of YouTube videos on what's his name from WikiLeaks, that crazy Australian
Snowden.
guy with the long hair. No,
Assange.
yeah, Julian Assange, and his I watched the whole documentary about that sex scandal he was in, and all like loads
The
of random
pointless
shit.
one that was like...
A massive documentary about. Have you seen that one about John McAfee, where he goes to Belize and like basically tries to buy his own town in Belize and like hires his own police force and all this stuff?
No,
it's on Netflix called Gringo, the Summit Life of John McAfee.
Is it good?
You know McAfee, like the firewall people for computers. They used to get you buy a shitty Toshiba in like 2002 or something.
Yeah,
and
McAfee.
it automatically come with McAfee, and it would just like it bombards you with notifications every day.
You need
like,
to update the McAfee's eye system.
Yeah.
And they go, and when it got a bit more advanced in the corner.
It'd be like we've done a scan and there are 17 threats on your computer.
Or 3 million viruses on your computer. Stop going on porn. Yeah, I know the one.
That guy, he went to Belize
And bought a town.
Well, like he moved into this town, ended up building his own massive house, and then his own massive like precinct type thing where he had like walls and armed guards because he was scared that people were going to
for his money.
Yeah, and try and kill him or whatever. And then he ended up paying the police station in there, and then sending his guards to be police in this town and stuff, and just basically running shit, paying local women to shit on his face. You know what I mean? Like, you got money. It shows.
I just love how you've got, like, the man had his own town, he had security, he basically bought a town, then he paid women to shit on his face. Like, did he get that far that he was like, what do I do now? What do I do now?
No, I think the woman that that created the documentary went on a fucking random tangent. She went and like hunted down all these prostitutes that used to live with him, and then she was like asking them like what he used to do with them. And then one of them, there's like this like pinpoint moment where like this girl's face changed, because in Belize they all speak English, like sort of rough English, but they all speak English.
Why?
I don't know, near America or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
It's English speaking basically.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, basically one of them just smirked, and she was just like, "No, we never had sex. He had this hammock, he cut a hole in it, and he used to lie underneath it." And we're like, "Where's this going?" I was thinking of the logistics, like, has he got like, you know, a piece that's going through this hole or something, or like he's doing like the crab underneath this hammock? And then she was like, and then he wants you to like defecate on his face, and you're just like, what the fuck, for this like hole in a hammock in his garden? What
the shithole.
the poop drop.
And then he had someone cleaning that, because he didn't clean it himself.
Yeah, Pedro.
That's ridiculous.
But
how much money does it cost to buy a town in Belize? Asking for a friend.
He had some money.
No, but I mean, how much would we need?
I don't know. He's got some pure money. He looked like he just went off the rails for a couple of weeks. And I only wanted to watch the documentary because he's like, at the moment, he's in cryptocurrencies, because obviously.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Chess. Look at your friends in the.
What?
You're ranking about with people.
No, he's
now.
all about like promoting cryptos, yeah. And if a couple of weeks back, if he ever tweeted about one crypto coin, it was called the John McAfee bump. The coin would go like up like 10% because loads of people would buy it because he's talking about it.
Right.
And then he was getting people who own coins to like pay him to be featured on his Twitter. It was all getting really fucking weird, yeah.
So you following him and buying in on the coins?
Nah, I'm not about that life.
I bet there was people with notifications set up on his tweets,
got his Twitter,
buying him instantly, and they're hoping to hit the 10 points.
I have a few like combinations on Twitter where if a couple of things are tweeted at once, or a surge of tweets happens on different names, I get notifications.
Good Lord, it's
hard to set up, but once you've set it up, you can ear to the ground type shit.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe my watch is listening to everything. I slept with this on. God, what am I saying in my sleep? Baby clothes. That's why it's on.
Yeah.
Baby clothes.
Baby clothes. Baby clothes. I do love the baby. I do love the baby.
I don't care what Lucy says. I don't care what Lucy says.
Yeah. But yeah, it's weird times we're living in, Chaz.
Skynet.
Skynet fucking freaks me out.
So what have you been? Have you been up ear to the ground over Christmas about what's been going on in the world? Do you watch UFC?
Yes, I seen the Holly Holm fight and the Khabib fight. I didn't watch the main card, the whole card.
The Khabib fight. Have you seen the Conor McGregor versus
Khabib
beef on Twitter?
Yeah, there's some good memes been thrown at each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Khabib's actually posted some funny shit. Jesus Christ, there'll be a fucking ESPN story about it.
Oh, there is, mate. Yeah,
of course there is. You can't. It's ridiculous. Just click on Connor. You can just. There you go. You're just findable.
Is it tweets and replies? Oh, fuck off.
Just leave me alone and let me look at tweets and replies.
I'm already on it.
You're not logged in.
I know I'm not logged in.
There you go.
I'll look at these.
Yeah. I'll slaughter your pets and wear them as coats. And only wear them once.
I want to see where it's come from. But
there, you click on that picture.
What, this one?
No, the one at down. Up. The big up there. Click that.
Yeah,
that's what.
Oh. Yeah, I know that, but I want to see what's before that.
That's it. That's the start. He's telling people to beg me, and then that's the picture Khabib sent him.
He's replied to that, hasn't he?
What are you... Do you not know how Twitter works? Click on that where you've just been.
Yeah.
So the top reply there, Conor McGregor wrote that.
Is Conor not replied to this tweet?
Yes, that's the tweet that you've just read. I'll slaughter your pets because he's riding a bear.
Oh, right.
And wear them as a coat.
So has Khabib not replied to that?
Well, if you click on Khabib, now you can see his end of it.
It's all in Russian. No, it's not.
So it'll be down here. There. That's what he replied with. But there's another picture to make that meme complete. That one he just sent, I lost my passport.
Yeah.
You click on it, there's like a...
Oh, right, yeah.
And that was the beef. But that got major media news.
Major media news.
But apparently Conor wants the Floyd rematch.
Oh, God.
Dana White tweeted that.
Oh, God.
Honestly.
Matt Kidston, when you comment on Facebook, we don't know what you're on about. Like,
It's
is
just
everyone off work today or something? We got so much like.
Everyone's watching.
I know. Even your mum's tuned in.
Oh shit! Someone's actually wrote a comment there. It's.
Yeah, Gordon Armstrong. I'll see him tonight. We can talk about it.
Tell Gordon.
All the women in this feed send nudes. Caroline Batch. Right, go on then, Khabib, Conor. What you saying? What you saying?
What I'm saying is, I've seen Khabib get caught a few times.
Barboza did land a couple of things. That kick that landed and he
Yeah.
sort of shook it off. Nah, that landed. Like,
Yeah, that landed.
he ended up turning over like to his left, and he was like sort of half buckled over.
Yeah.
Not like it wouldn't. It didn't put him down or anything. I'm just saying it landed.
What I'm suggesting.
But can Conor throw Barboza spinning round?
Doesn't need to.
Spinning heel.
What
kick?
I'm suggesting is that Michael Johnson caught him on the with his hands, wobbled him, then got mullered.
Okay.
Right. Barboza caught him with that spin kick, then got mauled.
Yes.
Right.
True
If
that.
Conor can catch him early and often in the
Early and
first
often.
round, when he's still dancing around, and he's got all the energy in the world.
Yeah.
He could put him to bed. If it gets sort of out the first or maybe second round,
Yeah.
I think Khabib's going to catch up with him and maul him for the final 3 rounds. Or maybe the final 4 rounds.
In the post-fight interview, how much do you believe Khabib when he said, "I wanted to take it 3 rounds because my last fight only lasted. My last fight was over 12 months ago or something like that."
I think he's talking shit.
You think he had to take it 3 rounds because
Yeah,
Barboza
Because
he
that's his
didn't have an
style.
option.
He didn't. That's his style.
Yeah, but
Barboza,
he subbed Michael Johnson with a chicken wing, didn't he? Double wrist lock Kimura, whatever
Yeah.
anyone wants to call it. And do you think the sub wasn't there against Barboza, or do you think he wasn't looking for it? Or he's trying to make a point?
What's
Because
Barboza's level of grappling? Is he a black belt?
I'd
He's
assume
from
so.
Brazil, so we'll assume he's a black belt because I think they're
You
born
just
with
thrown
that.
that he's from Brazil.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they just get given them.
What a birth.
Yeah, because there's a lot of Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belts that I've never seen.
Like the doctor puts like 2 little like fake legs, and then he like steps around and sees if the baby retains guard,
Yeah.
then they give him a black
Yeah,
belt.
well, look, mate, I've seen Vanderlei Silva over the years fight everybody, and he's always been professed as a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt.
Yeah.
Don't ever remember seeing him sub anyone bar Brian Stan. Was it Brian Stan, or was it... Who was it where he... No, he didn't... Did he get it? With the arm in guillotine. Was it Bisbing? Did he fight Bisbing? Fucking my head's gone up my arse here. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of Brazilians that have black belts that you've never seen sub anyone.
Yeah.
So that might just be their style of fighting, but I also think they get them a little bit quicker off certain gyms in Brazil when they're coming up.
You reckon?
Yes, because I think a lot of them probably get promoted to like a purple belt, pretty sharpish, and then get the other belts when they're... Like Randy Couture got given his black belt for submitting fucking your man James Toney.
Right.
That's hardly a black belt achievement. I could submit James Toney. Do you know what I mean? He can't grapple. He's a boxer.
Yeah.
It's like I could submit fucking Floyd Mayweather not in an MMA match because he hit me so many times before I took him down. But you know what I mean? Like, being a boxer doesn't mean you suddenly, like, do you know what I mean? Just because you're fighting in a cage. So, anyway, what's his belt?
So I think he says it's a black belt.
Right, well, there you go. So what I'm saying is he probably couldn't just submit him at will.
Right.
Was my point anyway. I don't know where I got on about me fighting James Toney. Like,
So he was forced to take it all rounds and get the decision.
yeah.
Even though it was a
mauling.
unanimous
But
decision.
what's his name? Barboza's tough as nails.
Oh god, you see that the Darkness Smile friend meme where it's like it's Barboza's like they call it 1,000-yard stare
Yeah.
or whatever, and he's just looking like he's pinned up against the cage, like
He's got his
sort of
hold of his
half over,
arm,
and he's
yeah.
just looking forward like, when's this gonna end?
Yeah, no, he mauled him, and I'm not taking anything away from Khabib. I'm really not.
No.
But at the same time, I don't think this I wanted to take it 3 rounds shit is real. I think he took it 3 rounds because it has been 12 months since he fought. but not because he chose to, because he wanted the fucking ring time.
Yeah.
The sub might have been there for him if he'd have been sharper.
Yeah.
But we had the tiramisu gate.
Tiramisu gate. He's got himself a, what do you call it now?
A nutritionist for once.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but I don't think that was his plan. I don't think he sat there and thought about, do you know what, I'm going to take this world-class fighter, because Barboza is, and I'm going to drag him round for 3 rounds on the off chance that one time I slip, he stands up and he kicks me in the head.
Yeah.
It's not happening, is it? Do you know, let's be real about this right now.
I really liked his game plan. I liked how he pressured Barboza from the get-go.
Yeah.
He pushed like that. I didn't realise that's how to nullify kicks. Like, whoever was commentating, was it Dominic Cruz or whatnot, they were like, that's how you beat someone that kicks. And I was like, well, why is no one else doing this shit? Do you know what I mean?
Like, you can't.
Well, he just got about him. He set about him and he put the pressure on. Barboza was on the back foot from the word go until about the 3rd round when he might not have the energy or whatever to push forward like that. But that whole first round, that initial, like, he just went at him. Do you know what I mean?
But not everyone can do that.
What, is it the cardio or what? I don't...
It's being the fucking best grappler in the UFC.
So he's not bothered about getting taken down or nothing, so he's just...
He has absolutely no fear that anybody can take him down.
Yeah, yeah.
I read a tweet of Daniel Cormier saying he out-wrestles him.
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier's 235 pounds, 240 in the off-season. Cormier tweeted, someone said, who would win in a wrestling match between you and Khabib? And Cormier tweeted back, Khabib. And they train at AKA all the time.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
So, for me, like, if you're that unfearful of being taken down because you can't be taken down, like anything that, if Barboza, if he runs forward like that, as long as he covers up and doesn't get kicked in the fucking skull,
yeah,
like as he's coming in, you get inside the leg kick range, and he knows he can take you down every single time.
Yeah,
like it's mad how good he is.
No, it is.
But then he tried to do that against Johnson and got tagged up on the way in because Johnson was not throwing kicks.
He was a good boxer instead.
Yeah, but at punching range, you're going to get tagged because at some point, you've got to let your guard down to wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At some point in the shoot, you can't shoot the whole time protecting your head.
You can change levels protecting your head, and then you need to back him up to the cage. So that's where you need lateral movement left and right. That's where you need to pivot. And I know Barboza's mostly good, and I'm nowhere near any, and I'm just making comments as a casual fan, like whatever.
Yeah,
but because when they're like, he needed to pivot, like
pivot,
like we know exactly what head movement. But
it's like when people scream, "Knock him out!"
Yeah. I think we're the biggest ones of that when we go to the UFC.
I've got to scream, "Knock him out!"
Any woman fight. Oh no, maybe taking the piss. We might
take the piss.
I would stand up and go, punch him in the face.
But then there'd be people around you agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Why isn't he punching him in the face?
Aaron will stand up if there's a woman's fight and go, kick her in the cunt. That one got out of hand a couple of times.
Yeah, that did get out of hand. Memories. What I'm saying...
Weren't you like dead glad when you started a Ric Flair woo or something? It went
viral.
Traversed the whole. It went viral. It traversed the whole of like the MEN or something. Yeah. You're there like, I started that. Like your one claim to fame of the evening was.
I started a chant once at V-Fest at Ollie Murs, and I was dead fucking happy with myself.
Yeah, I think we've covered both of these. But yeah, no, I'll give it you. That must be on your CV.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Started a chant at Ollie Murs once, and Ric Flair woo.
V-Fest 2012.
What were we on about? All right, go on then.
So what I'm saying is
natural break. What are you saying then?
My idea is
who wins. That's all I know.
I can't pick.
Who wins? 5 rounds in Russia. Who wins?
Why are we in Russia all of a sudden?
Because then the GOAT and Conor get a fight on the same card. You don't tell me you don't know who the GOAT is.
Yeah.
Who?
Lobov. Yeah, Artem Lobov.
Artem Lobov. Why would you eat burger when you've got steak at home?
Yeah, Artem Lobov, Connor's like best friend.
But Conor has said he'd want to fight in Russia with his brother Lobov or whatever. I don't know how he worded it.
Whatever it is. What?
So we're saying Conor versus Khabib in Moscow.
I'm just going to break down how I think this can play out in two ways.
Right, Moscow or Vegas? Do you think the result's different?
I think...
Or Moscow or Boston? Or Moscow or Dublin?
Moscow and Croke Park, I think the result's different.
You do?
I think that if Conor fought at Croke Park
in
front of 90,000 mental Irishmen, I don't think anyone in the world could beat him that night.
Really?
Do you know when he lives in his head and he goes out and he sort of says things and does them and like believes everything he says?
Yeah. He's just like repeating all his mantras.
No, but you know what I mean?
No, that's what I mean.
And like when if he gets in front, like he's almost. It's weird with Conor.
Yeah.
Like the first Nate Diaz fight didn't really mean that much. Weirdly, the first one, because it was a late replacement for RDA. The RDA fight was the fight that we wanted, so he could be a 2-weight champion. That was the bit of glory that we were chasing as a payoff. If this is a story, the 2-weight world champion was the payoff.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz was a replacement, didn't actually mean that much in the grand scheme of things, and he didn't perform or he didn't win, right? But then when all the chips are on the line, every single time, he's come through. The second time against Nate, all the chips are on the line. Because everyone wants to see it. It's the biggest fight of the time. If Conor doesn't win, then the whole thing comes crumbling down. There's no money fight. There's no red panty nights. There's none of that shit. It all comes crumbling down if Nate beats him twice. So the chips are back on the line now, and then he goes and does it again. Right. It's like the bigger the pressure, the better he performs. Do you know what I'm saying? There was no pressure on a Nate Diaz fight in 2 weeks' notice.
Was pressure. I just think there wasn't
as much as
obviously, because if you lose once and then you lose twice, then like you said, you're dead in the water. You got to go back down to that other weight, and you've got to try and rebuild your name.
Like when he built himself up to that Aldo fight, every fight he got better to the point where he was putting more on himself. And then to all crowning that Aldo 13 seconds,
knockout,
and then the Nate fight felt a bit. Which at the time we were dead excited because we were fans, and then everyone was excited because it's Conor. But in the story of his fighting career, it's a bit of a throwaway fight after what he'd just done to Aldo.
I think it was more
Whereas the Rafael dos Anjos fight wouldn't have been.
No, it would have been the two.
That was the fight that you wanted. And then when you went and got him against Alvarez, again, he just triumphs at the biggest stage. And I feel like if you put him in Russia or Vegas is the evener. I think if you put him in Russia or Dublin, he wins.
Right. Russia or Dublin?
Yeah. Because Russia, he just, that's
he's
like...
got to step to the occasion.
That's
Dublin
his moment. And then Dublin is like, these people need to see me win.
Do you want to have it now then? How much? Let's put a healthy wager on. I'm confident. I've lost every Conor bet against you, and I'm walking into this one. I swerved. Walking into this one thinking, yeah, £100. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm not putting that. I'm not. I'm saving for an house. Like, I'm not betting big money this year.
Right, we have to shave our head.
No. When's the fight gonna happen?
Fuck knows, mate. March in London. Let's hope.
How about this? When the fight, wait, that's not when the fight happens.
we need like a bet, then like a bet of humiliation instead of monetary value.
I was just gonna say I'll buy dinner.
Oh right, that's like cute. I don't know. I'm not gonna sleep with you.
I was just put a meal on it.
A meal. This is a man that deals in meals.
I'm dealing meals, mate.
Because
what I'd like to see is your face as I'm eating a steak you've paid for.
Ooh.
That Conor's paid for.
Right, and so it's like some Miller and Carter type shit.
No, because that's dead romantic. We're not romantic. I'm thinking more the
we can be
Deadwood Smokehouse.
Aaron, I didn't see that. That when you're on about.
It was Chael Sonnen.
Yeah.
He's quite correct. He's by the way. He's
commented twice. Like,
can I just be serious about this for a second?
Yeah.
As Gray didn't know that, As Gray's Googled that because he wasn't watching the MMA back then.
Yeah.
So what he's done is Googled that and then called me out with his knowledge about 8 minutes after we spoke about it in the time it's took him to check through Vanderlei's fights.
What a guy.
Bless him. And it wasn't Chael Sonnen anyway because it was in the UFC. They never fought in the UFC, so don't listen to his bullshit. He might have got an on-him guillotine against Chael Sonnen, but he didn't finish the one I'm talking about, and it was in the UFC. So, because I remember Joe Rogan saying, why is he pulling back? He should be scrunching up.
Aaron's the only one that's competed in the ring, in the cage, so...
Yeah, but he doesn't got the MMA knowledge of me. I'm like a very, very Joe Rogan light in my historic knowledge of MMA.
You think you're not as good as like Ariel Helwani, where you can like go like 196 and he tells you
I can't do all that shit.
the
But
two people that fought and the person that
yeah,
won.
he's insane.
He's fucking mental.
But I can what I can do is if you ask me fighters that I've got any sort of interest in at all, and some that I haven't.
I like how the parameters are going. Like
No, but from sort of UFC 100 to about now. You name a major. Don't like if you just pick out fucking Gleison Tebow.
Go on.
I could probably tell you most of the people they fought.
All right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I could probably tell you how most of them finished.
Yeah.
Or at least who won. Like I like. You just pick out random ones. Like I know the lineage of the belts and things like that.
Yeah.
Most of the belts.
Yeah. Yeah. So continuing on the UFC theme, we'll discuss the Khabib Conor bet when it comes to it. I feel like there's got to be something in there, like maybe just a dirty shot or something. But we'll think about it.
You've got to do a baby.
No,
you've got to do an Irish car bomb.
Right.
There we go. We'll film it. You've got to do an Irish car bomb. Have you had one of them?
Irish,
If Conor wins,
and
I'll do a Moscow Mule in the Copper Cup.
Oh yes. Yes.
All right, right there we go. Done.
There we go. And I'll have to wear like to this meal.
I'll wear a fluffy hat.
You'll have to
and
wear,
you've got to wear a
you'll have to
leprechaun
wear,
suit.
Yeah, Russian style gear, and I'll wear.
I'll get a Russian hat, and you could get a little leprechaun's hat for whatever we do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Right. Okay.
So UFC theme. We've never done this before, and I feel like it's a first. We're back in the new year, but I want to officially ban somebody from listening to the podcast.
Who?
Richard Shenton.
Why?
Because he's tagged me in something on Instagram, Facebook, and he's basically questioned the gender of a UFC fighter, and tagged me in it. And because I've
seen that. He tagged me in that also.
I'm a social justice warrior and at heart, Silver Knight. What is it called? White Knight. Hashtag White Knight. I feel like he's not allowed to listen anymore.
No.
So I'm going to get onto the phone to iTunes and tell him that he needs to...
ban his account.
Yeah. He questioned the... I won't... No. We can guess. I mean...
It's a female fighter. He questioned her sexuality.
Yeah.
Sexuality.
Gender. Jackson Winklejohn. We all know. Everyone knows. Had someone else in their camp do the same thing in the news recently.
Yeah, by the way, that was fucking well out of order.
It's a bit strange, wasn't it? Supposedly the backstory is that they got back to him, Jackson, and they said that backstage she was laughing. Someone showed Cyborg a photo of her connecting on Holly's face, and Holly's face like all mangled, like them Rocky style slow-mos. And she was laughing and called her a bitch or something like that. Or something about this bitch.
The horror.
But that's like, I don't know. That's like Conor walking off stage and going on about faggots, so.
Yeah, or shouting like, I'm not apologising to fucking anyone.
But that's a bit of fun. I mean, I just turned Irish for that a little bit. But
that's a little bit of fun. No, Cyborg's the truth though, isn't she? Let's be honest.
Jesus. I'm not religious, but fuck.
She's scary.
Scary
woman.
One of the scariest fight. Whoa, I just think Holly's got so much fucking heart. It's crazy, and her game plan as well, where she wasn't pushing foot. She was like literally on the back pedal and like countering on the back. But you could see in them exchanges, she'd like counter, like I'm Holly. She'd like counter, and then Cyborg would catch her on the tail end of one of her combos with just something nasty, like right hook, right on that like left eye that ended up becoming like a soccer ball. It's like a softball. It's just like, oh. Ugh.
Yeah, it's.
But anytime Holly's knee went above waist height, I was like, is this it? No.
The thing, she's too good. Cyborg's too good, too powerful, too strong, just everything about her. She's just built different, isn't she?
She's cracked the whole not rushing a fight either.
Yeah.
I mean, happy to
but
take
no,
a
I
distance.
used to miss that side.
Well, you missed that like berserker.
I missed that female Vanderlei Silva that we
Yeah.
used to see fight.
Vanderlei style.
It used to look like
set about
it used to
woman.
look to me like fucking Cyborg had done a line of blow and then walked to the cage and just decided to fuck someone up.
Well, their walkouts were so completely different. Holly was, I think they said on the commentary, she was crying. She was like, looked dead emotional, just bouncing like she does normally.
Yeah.
Whereas Cyborg's walking out like she's Tyson or something, like in the moment, like slapping hands, like punching the glove. And
She's scary, man.
Gee.
Jesus Christ.
You got like, I think, I don't think. I think either her or Khabib fist bumped to Bruce Buffer, but like Holly's jumping up and down on the spot, just looks nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you can tell a lot from a walkout, like that Jose Aldo versus Conor on his walkout. He looked like there was just dead behind the eyes, like there was just
Jose
nothing
looked
there.
like rabbit in headlights, and Conor walked out like he was the king of the world.
Yeah, like Sinead should have been singing again.
Yeah, we need to get Sinead back. Maybe you too. Can't think of any other Irish singers.
I can't believe they just one card. They were just like, fuck it, we'll just have someone sing them in.
I imagine Connor's just walked up there and gone, look, I'm having Sinead or Connor sing me in. Do what you want with. It was my.
He had some like rock.
It was
singing.
Chad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was like, just let Chad do what he wants. But
Some
I'm having
old country singer.
I'm having Sinead O'Connor sing me in. There's not a fucking thing you can do about
and
it.
that moment where he turns around, like kisses his glove and puts it up to her, and she like waves to him. It's like, what? Oh god. He's been involved in some of the most instrumental like moments in the UFC's history. It's mental. And now is he being portrayed as a bad guy in the media, or sort of like he's very very sort of this Tony Ferguson style of.
I kind of missed the fact that they used to make a big deal out of the main events.
#Snapjitsu. Yeah, go on.
Do you remember like, just sorry to interrupt, but like, you probably didn't watch it back then. So originally, like when Tito was fighting Chuck and all them lot.
Yeah, go on.
They were fighting, and like Tito Ortiz was coming out to like Limp Bizkit because it was cool at the time, with like fireballs going off around him and stuff. Like, you know how Anthony Joshua in his last fight was stood on a flaming AJ.
Yeah.
Like, now I don't want like Undertaker dongs and people appearing in the ring just because I like pro wrestling or anything. But what I want is like the main event to feel a bit more special. Do you know what I mean? Like the entrances, not just them run down to the cage through the crowd like they always do.
Yeah.
Like,
you want it like at least just like a
when
bit of
Conor got
pizzazz
sung
for the
in.
main-
Yeah, when Conor got sung in, or like when.
How far did you take it though? Or did you just
I think you should let your big stars be big stars. Like, because I think that's part of the problem. You letting your main event guys look like anyone else on the roster. All that they have is just Bruce Buffer shout, "It's time."
I mean, that's quite good.
No, I know, but I mean, the only difference between the co-main event.
Sometimes they dim the lights and do all that like weird light stuff.
Yeah, but
and all
I mean,
that.
it's not the same as like 50 Cent walking Floyd Mayweather to the ring, is it?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, there's enough big stars and enough hype around MMA now
To let like there be a bit of shenanigans.
Yeah, like, because Jimmy Maniwar fought in London.
Yeah.
His boys were Stormzy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure Stormzy would have walked him to the ring.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Because he come out to shut up anyway when we were there.
Yeah.
So Stormzy could have walked him to the ring, and it just adds that bit of showmanship without overtaking the sport for the main event.
Yeah, look, that's Stormzy. Yeah,
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, it just makes it feel more of a big deal.
Yeah.
And I don't want, like I say, I don't want laser shows and fireworks and all the other jazz that comes along with wrestling.
You kind of do, but yeah, go on.
No, I don't, because that's wrestling. That's all the pantomime of wrestling. But I want that's over here with Spud. But what I'm saying is I want just a bit more showmanship. Like that Sinead O'Connor thing was brilliant.
Yeah.
It made me real. You sat there watching. We had that takeaway. We had all them chicken wings and that. We're watching it with a beer going, fucking hell, this is the main event. And it's building hype That extra 10 minutes of...
What chicken place open at 4 a.m?
We had them delivered, didn't we? From Popeyes.
I'm messing, yeah.
We had a box of wings. There was still wings left over.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Man's about meals.
Yeah, man's about mings.
But Mings and
wings and
wings and meals.
Meals and wings together.
Your head is up your ass.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to...
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. UFC needs to get, not pantomime-esque, but some shenanigans.
Just a bit of a show
with
for the main
card,
event.
yeah.
Like,
but then you say like ABC, ACB, I don't know what they're called. ABC? Yeah. ABC, the MMA show, theirs is just like fight. Like,
Yeah.
there's no like...
there's nothing at all.
Yeah, there's no... Well, actually, they do have pyrotechnics and whatnot, but like for the majority of the main card. But their card is just like literally fight, and then they clear the ring, and then the next fight's back out. So I don't know. I like the UFC.
I love how they set it up and the breaks, and when you go to the event, I always feel like you're not rushed for anything.
No, you
like,
can definitely
you could go get a beer, you can have an hot dog, and then you can come back and you've not missed much.
On one of them cards, you may see 18 fights, where on the other card, you may see like 9.
But I don't care if they're good fights. Like, you could fire 10 meaningless fights in front of me.
Yeah.
You could give me 10 fights off any undercard, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how great they are. I would, like, as a physical fight, I would choose to watch a main event between two people that had a backstory.
Yeah.
I'd choose to watch Nate and Conor 3 over... What was that fight the other week? Was it Gaethje? The one they were saying could be fight of the year at the end of last year. That it was on the...
What, Alvarez
the end of the
Gaethje?
the end of the prelims. What, it wasn't Alvarez...
Gaethje Johnson. No.
What was it? Was it the end of that same card where Alvarez and Gaethje...
Do you know what? He's fighting Donald Cerrone next, and it's...
the guy who beat Cowboy Oliveira.
Yeah. Mency Yam something or another. Wait a sec.
Yeah.
Donald, yeah, we need to...
Cowboy Oliveira.
It's his next fight, so it'll be on news. Yeah,
Yancy Medeiros.
He's like was it? He's from the Big Island, isn't he?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that fight was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, would you watch that again, or a fight that good?
Alex Oliveira
versus
Yancy. I can't even say his pissing name. Medeiros.
What I'm saying is, though, would you watch them fight, knowing how good it's going to be?
Yeah.
If I told you it's going to be as good as that fight,
yeah.
Or would you watch Nate and Conor 3?
Nate and Conor 3.
Yeah, because the story sells.
Yeah.
Drama sells.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see Nate walk out with a hologram 2-pack. What they did at Coachella.
What do you think about Eminem's comeback? I'm not feeling it.
Even interested.
I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry,
He's
guys.
a 40-year-old man.
I like Eminem.
I feel like rappers...
Come to me when I was 13, and I'd say like Eminem was like one of the things that meant something to me.
All I'm going to say to you right now is, I can't abide by 40-year-old rappers.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Dr. Dre released a new album, no interest.
Oh, I didn't.
No, if
it depends how
50
good it
Cent,
is.
no,
it depends how good it is.
It could be great, but you're not feeling it anymore. Do you know why? Because you know they're living in a fucking mansion.
I don't know if they live the life. If they still live the life, if they rap about the life they're living, then
right.
I'm
No,
there.
I know, but you're not asked, are you, about the point of Eminem?
If Em was like rapping about current stuff, and he maybe not called some people out, but he just like was about current state thing. It's more.
The point of Eminem was he was an angry guy,
and his pitter-patter style of rapping now I feel isn't current anymore. Is what fucking Aaron's gonna go off the wall.
Yeah,
but like the way he raps now, it's just not for me. Not for me.
No,
sorry,
what
guys.
I'm saying is, like 40-year-old rappers aren't cool. Like, rap's a young man's game. Hip hop's a young man's game, surely. Like, name me a 40-year-old rapper that you still want to listen to.
Thing is, though, I was like I follow some,
you gonna listen to Ice Cube,
Will Star and stuff like that.
You gonna listen to Dre?
No, but I was saying they did a list of all the people who've had killer years, and it's like It's like Little Pump and what's her name? That
Little Uzi and
what's that girl's
Big
name?
Vert and whatever they're fucking called.
What's
and
that girl's name? The one.
Cardi B.
Yeah, like her and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that Cardi B tune was good. That's the thing. The thing is, rap's gone past us caring.
Yeah.
Like,
think
I listen to some rap now.
I think you jump off on your own island and you just sort of like surround yourself with the bits you
See,
like.
because what I'm into is hip hop, right?
Right.
But rap isn't like that anymore.
No.
Like, you know, I like the stuff like the original 3 Kanye West albums,
Yeah.
like the original 50 Cent shit. Like, I like all sorts of stuff like Cypress Hill, Busta Rhymes, you know, all them older ones. But then you listen to like some of it now, and they all mumble. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I don't like the beats anymore. The beats don't inspire me to even fucking want to fight someone, have a party, or do you know what I mean?
You need
or go to
inspiring.
gym.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they were the beats back then.
I could understand like some.
The only people who do normal beats now are the ones that are the biggest ones.
Yeah, but you
Drake.
call them normal beats, but
Drake's beats are very similar to old school hip hop beats. So are like DJ Khaled's beats.
oh god, I can't believe you just like put him in the
No, but DJ Khaled doesn't rap, but he makes beats.
right.
So
yeah.
it's like Swiss Beats back in the day. Swiss Beats was never a rapper,
No,
but
no,
he was
but then
making
wasn't
fire.
Yeah, but he wasn't so prominent as Khaled is. Where
He
he's
was,
like,
mate. Swiss Beats was on the start of every
no,
track.
Yeah, I'm into that. I mean, he wasn't a personality, and he's not
No,
introducing you
but
to his
Khaled's
whole
funny
life.
though.
and- I know, but like even when you
It's a
see
big dancing Persian man. It's quite funny.
even when you see that who's the actor that plays Big Shaq? That
I don't know his
I
real
like
name.
I like to refer to him by his real name, and I fucking forgot.
Just
about
call him Big Shaq. It
No.
doesn't matter.
because it's all right. But like when he met him, you see that in his video when he met Khaled, and it,
Michael Diapa.
yeah, that's it. When Depar, when he met him in his video, and he meets
He's like,
DJ
Big
Khaled.
Shaq,
No,
man.
yeah, he says that, and then DJ Khaled goes something like, "They don't want us to win, so we're gonna win more." And I'm
Yeah.
like, he's got this ghost on the top of his head, like he's just been walked into. Do you know what I mean? He just maybe he knows he's on video. I don't know. Maybe it was prearranged, but it just looks like so it's like me coming up to you in the street.
And me
I'm like
shouting
Snapchatting myself, which I never do, but I'm like Snapchatting myself. I'm like, "Oh, we're batching, and then you go, "They don't want us to win, but we're gonna win more." And I'm like, "What?"
Thing is,
I just think it's comical.
he's a
Like, is he living
motivational
that
guy.
life? Is he living that life,
Yes.
or is this like a Big Shaq? Is this a personality that he just puts on?
he's a motivational
Or
guy.
is he just living
Have you
that
seen the
life?
video of him like
Does he
in the
have just,
gym with
like,
his friends?
Random big bitch, like big ass girls, like bomb.
Yeah, of course he
walking
does.
around
He
his
lives that
house,
life
like-
with his kid as well. His kid just
Oh.
roams around with him.
Wow.
That's
This
like,
kid's got his own Instagram.
yeah, I know. Khaled's cool, man.
Oh, it's mental.
I don't like. I don't need him to shout DJ Khaled all the time.
No.
But at the same time,
But that's his style, isn't
that's
it?
what
You
Jermaine
still
Dupri
fi-
did.
You still find yourself mouthing it as
Remember
well.
Jermaine Dupri?
Yeah, yeah.
So deaf at the start
Yeah,
of every song. Like
yeah.
I remember all that shit. So, like,
And when you have one that like integrates into the music or the beat or whatever, it just sort of like just flows straight through.
yeah,
Just it passes through.
it's like
It's
that
not,
French Montana guy just shouts Montana at the
Yeah,
start of songs.
and it's not abrasive. Whereas like I feel like Khaled's on the
He's there, isn't he?
there,
He's on that
yeah.
edge. But I kind of like him, but I can see why people don't like him.
yeah.
He's one of them.
I just don't
He's very
understand the
Marmite.
personality. I'm like just dead intrigued by.
But I like them. I
is he
like
like this
them
every
really
day?
American like personalities, like that are just larger than life. Because I
Yeah.
find them funny.
Yeah.
Because they are like that in real life.
You reckon?
Yeah, that's what America's like.
It's
You ever
too
spoke
hard.
to many Americans?
Oh yeah. There's a lot that are like very full on and
They're
like,
all like that.
very in your face and like they're all I met a few when we were in Vegas and whatnot.
And then the
you're like,
bigger Americans, like the ones that get famous, are normally the ones with the most ridiculous personalities.
yeah. But I think that instills it in everyone. I don't know. I think me and Aaron were walking down the strip in Vegas. Some guy tried to give us this mixtape. He's like, play it at all the parties you go to and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So
they
we're
love
like,
it.
oh, I'm gonna walk into this is a mixtape. I got it in Vegas. Yeah. Like,
Like,
does
they
he,
book
know,
this shit.
does he even know what Britain's like? Everyone would be like, what?
But a rapper give my dad a mixtape in New York.
Just look at like I'm picturing your dad and his face as he's receiving this mixtape. But the scam is you take it and then they ask you for money. But yeah,
No, but you just give it me, dad.
oh, that's hilarious.
In New York, my dad was like, "What am I going to do for a mixtape?" He's like, "I don't even know what a mixtape was."
And I think when that because Jay-Z or someone, that's how they got big.
Yeah, Jay-Z was selling CDs out of bags and shit. But like, That was before the internet. Just go
Yeah.
make a SoundCloud, you weirdos.
No, everyone's got SoundCloud. I don't know.
But that if you're good and you've got a SoundCloud, you only need one famous person to hear it, like it, and retweet it.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, but I say you need to be genuinely talented, but then you see all these people come through, and you're like, I can see what I don't
Like
know.
this,
Things
like,
have got to
like
go
Big,
viral.
like Big Shaq.
It's got to go viral.
Big Shaq isn't genuinely talented as a rapper.
But he's a fucking.
He's a funny guy
Yeah.
that's caught onto like this.
And he's done like so many documentaries and stuff like that.
the explosion
on YouTube.
of grime, and he's like, watch this.
Yeah, well, he was. That's the big thing, innit? He's like in the background of like Stormzy videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're
and
all his mates, aren't
Yeah,
they?
he's like. Well,
he
not
lives
all
in
of
that
them.
world.
Like when he saw Bugsy Malone backstage and like was like trying to vibe with him, and Bugsy was just not having none of it because like they got like a little inside beef or whatever. But it's just hilarious to see that he was in the background and he sort of cottoned on to this like, and he's like, I've got this idea. Says it to I don't know how the hell he got it to Charlie Sloth or whatever. Just come in, let me do a. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Charlie Sloth's proper ear to the ground and all this shit.
Yeah, someone's
Charlie
told him
Sloth's
about
probably
it or
been
whatnot.
speaking to any of the English like rappers and just been
I've
like,
got this Michael DePie. He's got
he's
this character.
funny.
It's
You've
fucking
got to have him on.
hilarious.
You'll have
Just
it.
bring him in. It'll be it'll go viral.
It'll go viral and people will laugh. But I don't think it was.
it might go viral.
Have you seen the remix?
No.
There's a remix now with like JME and everyone on. Skepta and that. on Man's Not Hot remix.
Wow.
It's doing the charts.
I'll have to watch that later on.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah. But yeah. I look like we started the year with a podcast and we've done what we always do, and I don't feel like we're ever going to be fake, but we've gone in like this massive circle where we've just encompassed just so many like
Rambled for an hour and a half.
dad to fucking Michael DePara
And everything in between.
yeah, UFC, fucking
Skynet.
left, right, centre, Skynet. We haven't talked about diets. That's one of the. If we were to make like, we don't have that many listeners at the moment. Maybe in the future they'll make like a Educated Apes drinking game, and it'll just have like separate, sayings.
Batch starts a workout plan. Batch quits a workout plan.
One
Chez
shot.
talks about cryptocurrency.
I feel like I don't know.
Az gets something wrong and Batch proves him right.
Oh, that's got to be 2 shots. That one.
It's a double shot every episode at least.
Yeah, that's a momentous occasion.
I mean, I've proved him wrong and he's not here. He's talking about a different fight completely.
he'll still be harping on online.
Joe Rogan, because I remember Joe Rogan was shouting about not finishing the guillotine the way he was setting it up.
You need him here just to accept it. Yeah, I believe you.
I know you would.
Right, this has been. I ain't even got it queued.
Jesus Christ, again. What happened to New Year, New Us?
New Year never. At least you sound me a bloody.
Can we announce that we're gonna be in the
Mate, but then you put time things.
But you said we're doing
in.
it this weekend.
Yeah, maybe. Right, we got the studio's built. We haven't any fit. I put photos up on my Instagram, but
The studio is ready.
ish.
It's as ready as we can be. So we're moving in. We're moving in.
We're getting pressure from above.
Yeah.
Getting pressure from above. The big men are talking.
So
We'll be in the new studio. Hopefully
by the next episode.
Oh, gee, yeah.
Hopefully.
Put that hopefully in.
Allegedly. If we're not, we'll say this again next week until we're in the studio. Right, bit of Educated Apes podcast. Do the normal shit. Peace out. Happy New Year, you motherfuckers.
At Educated Apes on Twitter. EducatedApes.com, one word on Instagram. Get on our website. We'll be in the new studio next time. Hopefully Aaron will be back. Hope everyone has a prosperous new year. Is that something you say?
Prosperous is a good word, yeah. Use that.
Right, peace.